aláṣẹ Noble People international magazine tó kárí ayé. ṣebí ìwọ la tọkùn ètò yọríyọrí ètò tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìfẹ́ lórí Noble TV lórí Noble Radio tó kárí gbogbo àgbáyé. Mr. Noble àwa bá ẹ yọ̀. Noble People Noble TV Noble Radio àwa bá ẹ yọ̀. ètò gbàsá níyì lórí Noble TV àti Noble Radio tó kárí ayé ńkọ́. Mr. Noble bá mi tọ́jú Kickeh tí ń jẹ́ Kickeh Diamond Noble police officer yẹn mọ́ bá ròde. Hang out with Noble police every Friday evening nílùú London lórí Noble TV àti Noble Radio Kickeh Diamond. ẹ bá mi tọ́jú.
Everybody, congratulations. We all made it in today. Congratulations and thank you for joining. Please help me to invite people. My name is Kickeh Diamond, known as Noble Police. How are we doing? How is our day going? Our evening going? What are our plans today? Once again, my name is Kickeh Diamond, known as Noble Police. Today is not so much, and let's congratulate our president. President. Congratulations to you, sir. May God help you, and may we, the Nigerian community everywhere, also try our best to help. I actually want to sing the Nigerian anthem. How do I start? Father Lord, help me as I am going into this Nigeria national anthem. That's my own boss, girl. He doesn't know how to sing it because he was practicing together. I got me that, but when arise, O compatriot. I got me arise, O compassion. Nigeria call. She obey also abi ode. Nigeria call obey. To serve was up there. I did practice last year. Still we don't get it. To serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart our mind, one nation born in freedom, peace and unity. Gang, 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 gang. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest to serve Nigeria with all my strength. May God help you. To defend her unity and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Can you boldly say that? Everyone that is watching, can you boldly say that? Good evening, sir. Our Reverend is online. Reverend Dotun Ogunleye. Good evening. Thank you for joining. So you can say that with me. Oh yeah, let's practice. And you know I practice in you. I want you guys to practice yours. Got it right. Prophetess Ore Ogoluwa. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you. So he's gonna sing that. If you've done yours, please put I have. She's laughing at me. She doesn't even know it. My beautiful sister is online, Adiola Adoribigbe, and I have my big mommy, Ewatomi M. Koshonti. Good evening, ma. No volume care. Okay, we've checked it. Some people are laughing at me. We have volume here because Jumoke was laughing at me. Start from somewhere. I've done it now. If we try yoga, me shalom, arise, oh, compassion. But it was me compassion. Nigeria's call, I was saying, okay, guys, a quick call. On this call, obey. But you know what to leave me. Okay, but I had to make that research before, and I pledge to Nigeria, my country, not Most of us, we don't even do it. Good evening, Mrs. Ben Habu. How are you doing? Big man, you're big mommy now, Auntie. What told me? Why not? Everybody's big mommy. We are big mommy. We are aunties. We are sisters. We are everything. And when again, you are and you come and be why you know. Today's topic is quite deep, but I'm not going to talk about it much. I'm actually talking about it because of an incident that happened, and also today at uni we were talking about population of England, right? And why there's so much population, and it brought out some things, where parents has to voice out that we're having so many kids, we have people immigrating from different countries that makes the England, and somebody actually said something that touched me today, and this morning as well we had something to do with sexual thing, and she said nowadays a 12-year-old is having a baby. Is that a lie? No. Yes, a 12-year-old is having a baby. And something happened in the morning as well, where we was talking about, we need to actually educate our children about sex. I've spoke about it before, but sometimes we don't make use of, what other people says. We overlook at some things, especially when it comes to sex education with our children. Most of us as parents, we shy away from it. We shy away from it. Emma Bino, Mama, you see our conlara dear. And the funny part is, even though some of our mummies, right, they've been here 25 years. Our daddies, they've been here 30 years. They've been here 50 years. Some of them, they've not even gone back to Nigeria. But still and yet, they said when you're in a room, behave like Ironi. That Nigerian thing is still in the head that my bomber is or nipa sex. They don't need to know. You don't tell them what it is, At what age should we? I'm going to let everyone online answer me, please. If you like to contribute, please, I would like you to. Let me to share. You can just share it for now so that people can join and listen to it. Please introduce yourself as usual so that I can recognize your presence, as I don't like calling names without getting permission or without the person saying something while I'm online, And Sewatomi says 12 years small is from 10 years old. Okay, 12 years, okay. What age do we think? If you're online, please can you suggest or put age there? Good evening, Mommy Oluyomi Oluwakwamile. Thank you, Mr. Abayomi. It's been a while. How are you doing, sir? How is family? How is everybody? What? Hey, oh, I have my card. Yes, yo. Kade pelori kirupele irukere pelo kibata pelese. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? What age should we start talking about? Should we educate our children on sex? Sorry about that. I was gonna send this to someone. What age? It's only Auntie Watomi that said from 10 years old. I want someone else to say something, please. My head is itching me. I don't want to take off my cap. What age should we educate? Should we start to educate our children on sex talk? Let's remember and consider some things. And Tewatomi says 10 years old. Okay. Do you think that, like today, we need to, do you think we need to educate? Kabiyesi says 16 years old. Ló bá tán, kì í rọ́bà fín àbí? Ara wọn tá à ń sọ náà nù. Àwa tá a ti pẹ́, bọ̀ Kábíyèsí máa ń lọ Nàìjíríà dáadáa. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tún dàgbà sí ìlú yìí ní apá tìbí tọ́wà náà lọ́hùn, ó ti ṣe díẹ̀. Wọ́n ní 16 years old. 16 years old tí ọmọ gan tó ti bímọ tó ti pampers tó ti mọ ọmọ lọ sílé ìwé. Kábíyèsí o. I don't mean that. You said they are having. Oh yeah, okay. I got it, sis. They're having babies from 12, and I said from 10 years. Yes, as soon as they start to, having the menstruation, even from 9 years old, if they start menstruating, they could get pregnant. Okay, Auntie Watomi, at what age should we start? You have your reasons, sir. Maybe I should allow people to call in. Maybe I will allow people to call in. I will give you a number to call in to, actually, because this is, some people might not want to write, but I will let people call in. You can call my business, should I say business number? Our number here, 079 48 622 168. 079 622 168. Uncle Ola, Michael Ola. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? Please WhatsApp me, please. Very urgent. Not now, but after. Please WhatsApp me. Yes. So if you want to call in to talk about it, as Kabiesi says, he has his reason of saying that from 16 years old, because I my own, I shouldn't be, but we are talking together, and Auntie Ori Korikpo, anyways, don't mind my Yoruba. Yes, because at the age of 16, I believe at that age they would have their own baby, even grandchild. They got it to alone. The background when you say how old are they say 40, but I'm a grandmother. Imagine, that's fine. I think 7 years is the most time you have to be teaching your kids. They start teaching them from 7 years in school. But you guys will be surprised at what I found. You will be surprised at what age we should start to teach our children about sex. And I don't want to bust out the answer yet. But if you can get it right, hey, what would I give you? If anybody, Auntie Ore Ogolua says 10 years old. But if you get it right, what should I give you? What should I give you? £5? It's too small. Let me start from £5. New Year Lawa. Let me bless somebody today. If you get it right, I will transfer that money. I'm going to count to 5. If you don't message me and get it right, that money is going to me. It's going back to me. Or you will give me that £5 as soon as they start doing period. Okay? You will be surprised, actually. And you pay, yay, you run you. 1 going, £5 going down. Actually, let me start from 5. So whoever says it at that price that you come in, then that's how much you will get. 5, 4 pounds, £3, £2, 1 gone. Okay, you will be surprised, actually. Kadesi says the reason is that from 10 years of age, we can only advise them to be careful and focus with the education and make sure they have the goals ahead. I can sit my daughter down at age 10, start discussing sex with her. Okay, and Sewa Tommy says, please tell us because I can't wait to hear. Our big auntie, Auntie Vivian, good evening. Auntie Vivian said, educate them from 8 years old. Wow, here I had from preschool children, 18 months to 3 years of age. 18 months to 3 years of age, your child will begin to learn about his own body. It is important to teach your child proper names for body parts. Making up names for body parts may give the idea that there is something bad about the proper name. Also teach your child which parts are private parts covered by bathing suit. So, and when we look at it as well, it's not that you're going deep, right? But from that age, you've already introducing them. I know some Nigerians mommy right now are saying, please, let us, communicate together here. But I don't know how to put it because I'm only talking on, the way I am thinking, right? You might not like it, you might not agree with me, but we are all here to agree and disagree and to teach ourselves, to educate ourselves to know what is right, what is wrong, to correct herself, to say, no, we don't do that, you don't do that. And to be honest, from young age, especially a mother, when you're dressing in front of your 2-year-old, even baby self, girl, you know they know where when you're giving them breast to suck, sorry to say. They know that this is breast. If you're getting it, that's from baby. So if you kind of get it from 18 months to 3 years, you're already teaching them. Even when you go to the bathroom and you know you're not covering yourself with your kids under 3 years, they will ask you, mommy, what is that? Right? They will ask you, that is the truth. That, mommy, what is that? So it says from 18 to 3 years old, we need to let them know body parts. And they do teach them, you know, my head, my nose, my cheek, my neck, my hand, my, you know, although they say my hand, I don't go deep to my breast, my everything. So in order, if you don't want to teach your kids part of the body as young as that, mommies and daddy, stop going to the bathroom without towel. Stop dressing naked in front of your children. But if you are ready to teach them from that young age, it's your choice. Everybody has a choice to make in life. And you know, when you learn something, just like prayer every morning, when you teach your children, this is what I do in the morning. In continue about you call Kickeh, no mamo, tofima dagba. So we need to consider that as well. I tell what told me, I've said it. 18 months, it's too early, oh. Yes, it is too early. But if you look at it, especially those that they have like a 3-year-old and they're pregnant, you know, the mother is pregnant. Obviously, your what's it called? Your child will ask you, mommy, what's inside your stomach? It's part of it. What do you want to say? Balloon. How do you want to explain that to your 3-year-old? Okay, let's communicate together here. Can somebody answer that for me? How do you want to explain to your child the pregnancy inside your stomach? How would you say it happens? When she asks, mommy, what's that? How does that baby get inside your stomach? I want to know. My boss says, please tell them. I have one that said 18 months. Yeah. The children are too noisy. They're too nosy, very nosy. Okay, let me read our Kabiesi's message. I can start educate my daughter at the age of 10 about sex, but we can only, I think I've read that. Okay, but we can only advise them not to allow anyone touching them or manipulate them. Also to taught them how to tidy up when they are on. Okay, we're coming to that because all this age you're giving me, sir. You will be surprised what age. This your answer now. It falls under a lower category, a lower age. Mr. Adega says, now so them go they carry the thing up and down in the house from kitchen to toilet. I wonder if Mr. Adega got the kids where they see all these things. Okay. I said what told me. I'm even laughing before I read. I will say because I eat too much. That is why my tummy is big. Okay, sorry, you guys are supposed to be laughing. I'm the one laughing here now. Can you explain what kind of food you ate that is producing or making baby inside your stomach? Eh? No, don't go encourage the kids to start eating. No, you know our children, they learn from us. So don't let that child start eating and eating, hoping that one day we'll give back to food. Oh gosh, Mr. Adega says, hallelujah, they're going to help you teach them outside. Oh, let's wait and see. Okay, I've asked at what age should I start talking to my child about sex? Sexuality is part of every person's life, no matter what age. As your child grows and develops, she may giggle with friends about private parts, share dirty jokes, and scan through dictionaries looking up taboos words. Our curiosity is natural, and children of all ages have questions. When she is ready to ask you as a parent, you should be ready to answer. Somebody says that as soon as they start, you know. Welcome if you're just joining. My name is Kickeh Diamond, known as Noble Police. Please say hi to me and I will reply you back. Sister Watomi, I beg, leave me alone. He says Pando Yam Muni, Pando Yam Legge, Tipufi. If we ever will be issue, Auntie Vivian, you're laughing. Okay, where to begin? Everyday events will give you plenty of chances to teach your child about topics related to sex. This is now, you know, where you can start, and I'm still coming back to age. Hold on. Yeah, I'm still coming back to age. So I'll just start from the introduction on how to begin, you know, what to expect, what to tell them, and things like that. But if you know any as I'm communicating, please communicate back. You know, let's laugh today. Today is the 1st of March, and you know, let's start a new thing. Today is new month. So let's start a new thing. We shouldn't be shy away from talking for educating our children about sex. We don't need to open our own mouth to, you know, pronounce, you know, this thing out. The other word for vagina, we don't need to use the other word of it to say, you know, the P word. We don't need to use it. That is rude. So to use for our children. But at school, uni, colleges, and things like that, they will use the word vagina. Let's be honest and realistic. As young as they are, they will use the word testicles. They will use the word penis. It's not even a big deal to our Igbo. Me by our Igbo by me by, you know, it's nothing to us. We believe it's just natural. It's just like how farting is natural to some people, that they can fart anywhere, everywhere. That's the same way it's natural to our Igbo to talk to our children about sex, because we want to keep them away from it, and we believe when we don't talk to them about it, they don't know about it, and it's easier for them to do it because they don't know about it. We're shy away from it. Okay, everyday events will give you plenty of chances to teach your child about topics related to sex, right? My boss is asking some questions. Let me come back. These are called, sorry, I want to do something. Don't look at me. These are called teachable moments. For example, talking about body parts during bath time will be much more effective than talking about body parts during dinner. You know, that's a point there. You know, when you're talking, when you're bathing for your kids. And you know, some kids, don't let me make you laugh. You know, there's some girls now, when you're washing the private part, then they'll be giggling. Don't worry, if you go and you parents a weekend, man. Wow, what's making you laugh? More for dear already. How would she know? If you don't explain to her, how would she know? Because she might think, but if you don't say no, don't laugh. And you don't laugh without, because some of you parents, anyways, a pregnancy or a birth in a family is a good time, like I said, to discuss how babies are conceived and born. Not that watching television with your child may also be a good time to discuss sexuality issues. This one, let me quickly say. You know, sometimes when we're watching something with our children and, you know, we don't know that something will come up and they start kissing. Close your eyes, don't look, close your eyes, take your eyes away. You will quickly change the channel. Especially when I go to my sister's house and we're watching things and something comes. You just explain to your kids what they are doing. And you tell them, don't go and do it. You can see it's just an acting. Don't go and act like that too. Mr. Adiaga says, what is penos? That one I don't know. I don't know penos. I will try and Google before I go, but that spelling I do not know what it is, so I will find that for you. If anybody knows, please let me to explain. Teachable moments can happen anywhere. While shopping at the movies, You know, like when you're watching film, you know, something come up, you can tell them, or even at the park. And nowadays, you know, when we go around the park or even outside, when we're going outside, people like me, where I come from, Oyinbo, you will see them kissing on the streets. You will see us, I'm Oyinbo, I forget. Kissing on the streets, cuddling together. That is the way they show love and affection to each other. And sometimes we have kids that they are like that. They just want to hug us. They want to kiss us. Don't mind my English. They want to kiss us. They just want to cuddle up with us. And because of all this thing in our head as mother, as father, don't kiss me. Leave me alone. No, don't do that. Come on. We need to let them know when to, what is right, what is not right, how to use it, right? So we need to let them know that. Use them when they happen. You won't need to make a speech. First find out what your child already knows. How many of us knows what our children already know? How many? I know somebody that does. One of my friends, seriously, she talked to me about everything, anything. And she will actually tell me what our children knows. And she actually talked to them as well about it. Mr. Adebayo Adeaga says that is not African culture, but let's remember that most children here, we need to adapt both culture. And we need to let them know, if we keep saying it's not our culture, this is the way they start bringing unwanted pregnancy, HIV, and so, because we're not teaching them. And you, when you were small, all of us, abẹ́gi àwọn kan abẹ́ mọ́tò, àwọn kan bóyá wọ́n rán wọn lọ ra àgbálùmọ̀ di nǹkan míì, you know, things like that. So we need to educate them. We shouldn't be shy. See, this that's not African culture that my Oga shows now. Means my Oga is living the old age, you know. Miss Auntie Watomi says, I do say to my children when that comes up on the TV that don't try it with anybody. But Auntie Watomi, but you don't tell them cover your face, don't look. It's not good. Don't go and do it. Like I said, you let them know it's wrong or it's right, depending how, you know. But when it comes to, you know, it's normal. But then again, like I said, you need to educate them in every way. Auntie Vivian says, I used to say that to my children anytime I'm watching movies. What do you say to them? Are you telling them to take their eyes off? Or you're explaining to them it's a movie? You know, all these things is just normal thing that happens on movie, like horror film. It's not real to me. I tell them when they're scared and I can't watch it. I said it's not real. They're just acting. Kissing. Okay, it's real, but don't try it. I encourage my children. I tell them kissing only mommy on their cheek, not even here. I don't kiss my children mouth to mouth. I know some parent does it, and I'm sorry, that's your own choice and opinion, fine, but I would not encourage any children or any parent to kiss their children mouth to mouth. I am sorry. This is because if you're still saying kiss on the cheek and they mistakenly forget to go and kiss somebody, that means they'll be doing it on the cheek. But if you are encouraging them to kiss you tongue to tongue, mouth to mouth, because you are the mother or the father, remember when they make that mistake outside, they will do mouth to mouth, and that person might not understand that it's what the parent has been teaching them inside the house. Okay, and Tewatomi said, no, I don't say that to them, but they end up taking their face off. Yes, because that's the way we bring them up, and they know that, kissing is not, even though some of them has been, don't we remember when we were young now, when we used to do daddy and mommy, in Nigeria? Me, I remember I was like 5 years old then, or how old was I? At 5 years old, wanting kiss you, at long pangolo, at ewe, I'm a fee your mangi, I'm a dano abe, you know. So sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we have done this thing When we were 5 years old, 6 years old, 7, 8, 9, 10, I went there, I will be the mother, I will be the auntie, I will be the dad. So, then, we don't do TB, but watching my forward, kiss, none here. So far, it doesn't go more than kissing. Okay? It's not good to kiss your children mouth to mouth at all as a parent. It's not good. But I've seen some parents doing it and they believe it's nothing, But like I said, your children might get used to that, believing that's the proper way of kissing anyone. But if you're still encouraging them and saying, kiss mommy on the cheek, on the other cheek, or on the forehead, but not mouth to mouth. Let them know why, not mouth to mouth. Tell them there is an infection. And remind them, that mouth is smelling. Tell them if another mouth going there. You're a parent now, you know how to cajole them, to let them realize. But when they're big, they might say, mommy was lying then. But mommy might not be lying because they might meet a man or a lady that doesn't brush their teeth and he really smells for you. And they'll be like, my mom was telling me the truth. So, things like that. Where was I? When your child begins to ask questions, we say that the following might make it easier for both of you. Let me read it. Don't laugh. I've said that. When we're trying to educate our children about sex, we shouldn't be shy, number one. Number two, we should bring out our face, that serious face. Because when you start to laugh, they might think you are joking, no? So please don't laugh. When you're telling your children, don't kiss uncle on the mouth. Don't hug uncle. Don't kiss uncle on the cheek. And you're laughing, you're saying, obviously, she will take you as a joke now. So you have to be serious. Even if the question is cute. Sometimes our children will ask us funny questions. Like, come on, our children will ask us, with our breast. I said, mommy, what is that? Imagine you saying, it's breast. Come on. Explain. It's a breast. God created it there for me to have milk to feed you. Right? That is where the milk came from, where I fed you. And when you grow old like me, not now, maybe when you get to 21, 18, you're doing great, you decide, what you want to do, but not now. You explain to them why the breast. Don't tell them the breast is there for man to touch. No. It's for food. Children food. Milk. Produced milk. You see how I use the food, so that they won't think breast is there for our man to be tickling us, Your child shouldn't be made to feel ashamed for her curiosity. Yes, you shouldn't make them feel shame. We shouldn't say, Ashawo, by the song. Even though you want to call your child Ashawo for your own whatever you want to. But don't make them feel shame. Don't make them feel that the question they're asking is wrong. Remember, out of no sense there is sense, as my boss always say. Try not to appear embarrassed or serious about the matter. So you need not too serious, and don't laugh. Put a strong face in it, in your explanation, to let them, act like a teacher. Remember the teacher. Just act like a teacher at that moment. Our children learn from us, so parents, be careful. I'm really learning a lot from you. Oh, thank you. And I didn't actually prepare this before. It's just a topic that came up this morning, and I thought, let me come back to my children word, because I love children. So, but anyway, these are the things that we need to know, how to communicate with our children, especially we that have girls in the house. Boys, sharp, little one. But with our girls, we need to educate them. Like the breast that I say, it's just something that just comes out in me, just right. Milk to feed a baby when the baby comes. That's it. And I'm sure they understand that. But when you prolong the matter, you will just be saying something else that you shouldn't be saying. Be honest. Yes, be honest. And nowadays the kids that we're having, What shaprapra at you can see that our babies nowadays, their eyes is open from the womb. So be honest, use proper names for all body parts. Breast is breast. It wasn't my boobie. I be my bobby. No, breast is breast. That is the way they will teach them. That is the way they will write it down. See if your child wants or needs to know more. In case, you should know your children. Some children, after you tell them something, it's just like you adults. You'll be meditating over it and be thinking, what did she say? Breast produce milk. That's sharp answer. Yeah, you're not prolonging it. And if you see that they're still wondering how, you can go on Google. Show them. Google breast with milk. Let them see how it works. And let them know when it will work and how it will work. Unless you get pregnant and you tell them, hey, if you get pregnant now, I'm still coming back. So don't let me jump too fast. Listen to your child's response and reaction. Right? Be prepared to repeat yourself. Good evening, Auntie Shell. Auntie Shell, good evening. Welcome. How are you doing? And Uncle Babatunde Kayode Bobby K. Police, you are not serious. Which one? I'm sorry, your name is Bobby Abi. Show your Noruko Yini. Auntie Shell, you can see that I'm already talking about it because I might not have time to join the conversation in the night as I will be going to an event, but I will try my best to come on so we can talk about it more. If you are uneasy talking about sex or answering scientific question, be honest about that too. Consider asking a relative, close family, or you can even refer. You can go to the GP together with your children, and depending on what age they are, if they want to know more. But to be honest, I rather teach them. I rather teach them to know when and not to. And it's good when they know. God forbid any mistake. You've told them. I've seen, was it YouTube last week when a parent beat up a child? That was in America though. You're not allowed to beat your children here. Because that child went out. She was smoking, doing some stuff and things like that. And the parents called the child inside and says, look, I taught you this, I do this, and you're out there doing this. And that child was very sober, knowing that my mother taught me well. And she was screaming, Mommy, I am sorry. It's different from when you don't teach them, when they don't know. You should feel guilty as a mother when your children don't know things that they're meant to know. And some of us, when they say they want to do sex education in the school, come on, why would you pull your child out of it and say, no, you don't want your child to listen to sex education in school because that will start your child to start having sex. Already. You need to let them know. Because when they know, then they will know the complications that comes with it. Are we communicating? Thank you, Auntie Sharon. God bless you, ma. Thank you. But when you don't tell them things, our God, they would have done it, and you will ask them, why did you do it? I beg, what would the answer be? Mom, I don't know. Did they know? No, because you didn't teach them. You didn't tell them. You didn't tell them how to, when to, what to. You just left them. Some of us go as a parent, some of us, we are wicked. Though. How could a parent be praying for their children not to start having period? I've never heard of that before. Period because you don't want her to get pregnant. Once she starts period, she must start, ovulating and having babies and things like that. How can you be telling God, oh Lord, come on, maybe the period is sick? Because you don't want to take responsibility as a mother. Because if you want to take responsibility as a mother, you will start teaching your children before her period even come. But all these things I am saying myself, my mother never taught me. Because like our boss said, Nigerian culture, we don't believe in all these things. So obviously, most of us start having sex at young age. And most of Nigerians most of them 30 years old gone, they have 15 years old children back home. And most of them before, they cannot dare open their mouth and say, I want to kekere nile. But now, there is no shame in it. But if we knew then, if our parents knew, they would have sat us down and educate us. That is why I don't agree with my boss that says it's an African culture. And that African culture has let lots of mistake happens to the children back then. I don't know if I'm communicating. Right? Thank you, Mommy Oluyomi Oluponle. Thank you, Mommy. She says, true talk and well done, my dear sister. Thank you, ma'am. But if we knew then that talking to our children and educating our children about sex can help them, I'm sure we would have started it back then. Please, I need water. We would have started it long time. And some of us, we are still in our shadow. We still don't want to talk about it. It says there, I've read it from the beginning, from 18 to 3 years, our children are even a baby, because you're holding that baby, you're breastfeeding that baby, even though that baby cannot talk. She's still looking at God wonder, thinking, what is this that my mother is giving me? It's a breast. It's breast. That child already is wondering, Kilele, on your knee. See? So from 18 months already, they know what is breast because we're feeding them breast. By the time they're 3 years old and the mother is pregnant, that 3 years old is asking you, Mommy, what is in your stomach? One of our aunties says, I ate too much. That is why my belly is big. Is that the answer we should give them? My evangelist, one and only, Evangelist Bolaji Martins. Good evening, ma'am. What is the best way to create the awareness? It says from 18 to 3 years we should start. Because from baby, already they're sucking the breast and they're wondering, what is this thing my mother is giving me? From 3 years old, like I said, they're asking the mother, if you're pregnant, Mommy, what is in your stomach? What would you say? Or would you now say, it's Mommy and Daddy's work? Or you say, don't worry, not yet. It's another baby that Mommy and Daddy is producing, and when you get to so age, I will tell you more about it. Right? And when the bathing in the bathroom at 3, 4, 5, they're asking, they're shy when you're even washing the private part, which is vagina. It says, be honest. Tell them the real name of what is in their body. Breast is breast. Don't use it as another name for them. Don't say it's just a chest. It's breast. It's going to grow like mommy. Mommy, what's the breast in your chest, on your chest? It's a milk that produce that produce food for babies. My evangelist is laughing. Abby? Things like that. We need to let them know but we need to put an explanation. Sharp ones. So preschool children, you see, like I said, okay, I'm even there. We ask you some question like, how did I get in your tummy? Okay, mommies and daddies that are watching, if your child asks you, how did I get inside your tummy? My boss, please help me to answer that. How did I get inside your tummy? How would you explain that? And these children, they do ask us questions, like some questions that we say silly questions. But it's not silly to them, they're just curious to know. The teacher will probably tell them in some ways. I beg you to answer that one though. How did I get in your tummy? Nobody is answering that one. It's a big question, Abby. How did I get inside your tummy? And mommy and daddy slept together. That's all. We slept on the bed. Mommy slept like this, daddy slept like this. Then we make baby. I tell what Tommy, I'm waiting for you with your funny answer. Right? You know, they'll ask, how did I get out? How did you? And that one is even easy. How did I get out? I had you from a vagina. It was very painful. I even had tears. I had cuts. You know, things like that. You're right. Not that you're scaring them, but they're thinking, oh, it's painful. I don't want to do that. No. You know, look at that the kind of answers we give them is the answers that you made them know that this is for you. It's not shere shere. It came out from a vagina. You can even, you know, point to it from there. It hurts. I cried. I bleed. You know, things like that. Reverend says, I will answer, God put you inside my tummy. And Nigerian daddy is always God, 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 God. Be realistic sometimes, Daddy. You know, you give them an answer that will make them think themselves and wonder and you know, how can I say it? Should I use all the big grammar? Analyze, you know, evaluate, things like that. You know, you give them an answer that will make them think like, okay, oh, I don't want to go there, not yet. Mommy says it hurts. You know, they will ask you questions like, how come girls don't have a penis, whatever. You tell them, you are a girl, he's a boy. That boy has penis and girls have vagina. Don't use the word P. I've said that. You know, you can use another word for penis. What do you call it? I said it before. Please remind me. Remind me, I've said it before. Now it's all gone on my head. You know, you can use different words, but don't make it be like dirty words that, you know, you yourself. It's only when you want to use it with your friends that you use it. Auntie Sean says, oh, your daddy did that. What did your daddy did? Evangelist Melody said, it is very important for parents to talk about sex education with children, and it is unsafe in this generation because of all media access. What do you mean unsafe now? As in unsafe not to talk about it, or safe to talk about it? Or if you don't talk about it, it's unsafe because already, like you said, they're watching it on social media. They're watching it different places, magazine. Their friends are sending them things. Even them themselves, they're sending their things into their friends, you know, swapping things, you know, things like that. You know, these are the things we need to let them know that it can, you know, it can backfire. Like your friends can send it to another friend, send it to another friend. Your face will be going so many places. And men, you can even twist it. They're very clever. It might not be their own private parts. You know, it might be something that they grab from somewhere and they send it to you and you believe is theirs. And you not open on your body, you send it to them. Who's going to suffer for it? You. Because social media will just take you everywhere. You'll be ashamed to, you know, you will sit them down. Ah, look, if you do this, this is the consequence. This is what could happen. They could post your picture everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, what is there? Everything. Facebook, YouTube. Men has no shame. Sorry. But they don't. You know, you let them know, okay, they can do anything to get down. Unsafe not to, thank you. Sexual abuse, thank you. And I'm going to say something about what you just pointed at now. Sexual abuse. Please, mommy and daddy. Hey, maybe I should finish this. How many? Okay. Well, I need to round up very soon. We're going somewhere. Mommy and daddy, I want to beg you. I want to beg you again. You know, I said to someone this morning, I said, Emi Ojowolo, it's better that you are alive, you go and check yourself, than you working and thinking everything is fine. And the same situation with our children. Please create time for your children. If you are the type of parents that takes your children to different places to go and stay because you want to go to work. Yes, you have to work, but at the same time, you need to work together around your children, mommies and daddy. Mommy and daddy, don't be at work at the same time. Share it together. If one is working in the morning, another one to work in the evening or at the night time. And if you're single parents as well, God will help you. Know how you would do it. Know where you will put your children. Know the kind of job you want to take on. Get a job from when your children go to school. By the time you finish, you are able to pick them up. I was doing that. Please. There's a lot of things going on around us. Everywhere around us, there's lots of things going on. Some, the children will not speak out until when they are 21, 18. But it's happening to them from age 8 upward. But they will not speak out. Why would you put your children in that kind of situation? Because you want to make money. Who are you working for? That child you're leaving for another person to look after, and you don't know who is in that house, what they can do to your child. At the end of the day, that child might commit a suicide because of what you are putting he or you are putting she into. So what's the point of you working? Please. Focus on your children. Teach them the right way. Just the way it says in the Bible, teach your children the right way. Not only the Bible, educate them as well on things that are going on in health. Give them time. Spend time with your children. Let me read comments. I'm sorry, I'm getting into it again. Our evangelist says it is very important for parents to talk about sex and okay, I've read that. Okay. Sister Ewatomi says some parents don't have time for their children, always going party and night work. The love hanging around the children to friends. Thank you. Do they know what the so-called friends doing with their kids? That's it. What about your friend husband? Your friend husband, do you know what he is doing with your child, your female child? Do you know what your own friend, your girlfriend, doing to your male child? Your male child. There is a lot going on around us. Please, especially when your children are crying and saying, Mommy, I don't want to go there. Mommy, I'd rather stay in the house. Hey, Joe. If we have to put a form or DB, if we have to wait for one of our children to be 15 before we can have another one, so that she can help us in the house to look at, wait, it's not by force. There's no point of you running around for a child you are not looking after. And most of us parents, we like to show off. We lie a lot. During the holiday, if they have 6 weeks holiday, you will take them out maybe 1 week. That 1 week, you will post other pictures all over social media. I'm with my child, I'm with my children. Lie. But the rest of that 6 weeks, you have kept them somewhere that you're not even looking back. You think money is everything sometimes. No. Your children need your affection. They need you to talk to them. They need you to educate them in every areas. Not only in their school, not only in the education, but like this kind of topic I'm talking about today, sex education. You need to teach your children yourself. Don't let your friends, your children's friends teach them. Because when your children's friends teach them, they'll be touching it. Imagine a boy teaching your own girl sex education. Obviously, you say this is breast, you'll be touching the breast. This is the thing down there. You will go in the thing and let your child know how the thing works. When you can sit your child down and let her know without condom, if you have sex, flesh to flesh, infection is there. Unwanted babies is there. You will carry that baby on your own. You will suffer on your own. When you're having that baby, you might have cuts, you might have tears, you might go into long labor, you might do this, that. Breast cancer is there. If not touch you too much, it might turn to something else. Where are you mothers? Where are you fathers? Especially fathers. I know you don't, you're not free to talk to your children about this, but there's no shame in it. I beg, when you were making the children with the mother, were you shy to touch the mother? And you too, woman, ayashewo. We are all ashewo. Were you shy to touch back daddy? No. At that time, the thing was sweeting you. Now you've created that baby into the world. For you not to look after that child is a big problem, eh? May God help us, Jare. Omotakoni. Okay, let me leave that about. Woman, please wake up. It is getting out of hand. Auntie Vivian, do you have to give birth to a child if you know you don't have time for them? I'm waiting for you parents that don't take care of your children. Yes. Please, my time is up now. But I will come back part 2 on this thing because I've not finished. I'm on 4 to 5 years old. What you should teach 4 to 5 years old. So that is where I am. Your child may begin to show an interest in basic sexuality. This is 4 to 5 years old. Both her own and that of the opposite sex. Just like I said, if you don't teach your children, someone else will teach them. Their schoolmates will teach them. You don't know where you leave them. They will teach them. Even that was, instead of you, when you sit, when you sit your child down and you talk about it, it's different from when they are actually producing it with them. When they are doing the practical. Well, if you don't do the theory on your children, they will end up not even having any theory. Straight to practical. And if you want to drive a car, you have to start from theory before you can pass to practical. Right? God bless you all. Thank you for watching tonight. Auntie Sharon says good point. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week, Friday, 7:30, to continue on sex education with our children. It's very important. Please, I want you to make use of this and help me to share it. Let others, learn from it. Let us share knowledge together, especially on our children. We don't know. The world is changing. And these children are our tomorrow. And we need to leave a good thing with them. So thank you once again. My name is Kickeh Diamond, known as Noble Police, one and only. And Evangelist Bolaji says, the child you don't train will sell the house you built. That's it. I got it. Thank you, ma. God bless you. God bless everybody that has contributed. And to our Tommy, and to Shell, and to Vivian, Mommy Olu, Tayo, Komile, Bobby, not Bobby Breast, Mr. Deaga, our evangelist, Reverend, everybody, I greet you. Our Obakabi SC, thank you so much. Thank you all. God bless you. And have a wonderful weekend. I shall see you next week. God bless you and happy new month to you.
Gbogbo nígbàgbọ́ tó ń pòǹgbẹ́ láti rí àwọn ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú bíbélì sójú àǹfààní ńlá ti dé o. Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims ló gbélé yìí dé. Àǹfààní láti lọ sí orí òkè Sinai, Israeli, Jerusalemu, Jọ́dánì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àǹfààní láti rí ibi tí Jésù ti sọ ìrìbọmi ní odò Jọ́dánì, orí òkè Gálílì, Násárẹ́tì, ilé Jósẹ́fù àti Màríà, yàrá tí Jésù ti bá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ jẹ oúnjẹ alẹ́ Olúwa, yàrá Pentikọ́sì tí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ti gba agbára ẹ̀mí mímọ́ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn àti owó kékeré tí ò gajara lọ. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá sí olú iléeṣẹ́ wa tó wà ní Albert Basin, Royal Docklands, London, A16 2QY tàbí kí ẹ pè
Pastor Elijah Kumuyi on 079-846-34898
tàbí
Captain Mother Asin on 078-721-37953.
Holy Trinity Family Pilgrims ló ní kí ẹ máa bọ̀ wá jẹ àǹfààní ńlá yìí o.